like sitting like where my feet are on the floor. I wish I could like sit like this. It sucks. I'm always getting situated on these
I
pods,
really
bro.
have to move like weird.
I know. I'm literally always getting like comfortable. I can never get comfortable, bro. I swear.
I mean,
I don't know. This is crazy though. To a month later,
yeah.
finally, bro. I can't believe that. I was really, I was really high up on us getting out there, and then I kind of messed up. But
It's just so hard right now being in
mhm,
season, being able to come home and
yeah.
film, or even you coming over there.
I mean, a lot of it's my fault. Like, we probably definitely should have filmed more during winter break, and like, that was definitely something because I definitely had time, and I definitely just kind of put this aside. And I had fun though. I think our last guest was what, Lucas, right? Or Luke, whatever
I
his name is.
think it was. I
Yeah.
honestly don't remember the last one,
Um,
because I mean it
uh,
was like 3 weeks ago, so it's like a month.
yeah. It was just about. It was like, so today's the 8th. We'll be posting this tomorrow, so this will go up on the 9th, and that went up on the 11th of January, if I
Yeah,
remember right.
that's probably about right.
So yeah, just about a month,
It was
but
wild.
that's crazy. So yeah, so we've had 2 episodes this year. You know what though? I honestly, it feels like we haven't even posted this year, but we have 2 episodes out this year because we
I
have
mean the year kind of just started,
yeah,
so it's like two of them's not bad. I mean obviously we want to post once
yeah,
every week, but
uh-huh,
now it's just gonna be a little bit harder to be able to film. So it's
yeah. This
most
might
likely gonna have to be like once a month or
that's what
once
I was
every
thinking. Once a
other
month.
something.
Yeah, this might have to be like a once, twice a month thing until summer for sure. I mean, we can try. We'll see what happens. Maybe like we honestly have no idea when we'll be able to put these out for you guys. So just with the barring schedules and stuff, like it's hard. Like even because like I texted. When did I text you the other night? And I was like perfectly free, and then
Wasn't
you.
that last week? Oh
I
no, you
don't
texted
know.
me on Sunday night and asking about Monday, but
Did I?
Monday's one of, I mean every day's
That's
busy,
right.
but Monday we have practice
Yeah.
till 10 at night, so
Yeah, because that night I wasn't doing anything that night, so I just ended up going to the gym. Um, but yeah, so are you just getting warmed up into baseball now?
yeah, I mean we started when we went back and that was like the 22nd, so we've been having practice every day. We lift almost every day. We do different hitting stuff, like it's a lot with classes and everything like that. I don't practice every single day just because of my shoulders still. So I still
Yeah,
practice. I practice Monday, Wednesday, a little on Friday, and then Saturdays when we do most of our live. So I usually practice then, but soon we're coming up on games soon, and we travel to DC in 2 weekends, something like that. So I'll be able to
oh shit,
practice every single day, hopefully within the next week or two. So
yeah,
that'll be fun.
that'll be fun. You're going to Washington D.C.
Yeah, we're
Dang.
playing. So
Oh,
that
you got
we're
games down there.
yeah.
Oh shoot, I thought you were just going for like a team bonding thing or something.
Nah, originally we were supposed to play in Washington, not this coming week, but the following week. But that the team we were supposed to play canceled their season or canceled their program or something. So now we go back down the following week to play two teams from New York. So we play a doubleheader down there,
Oh,
and then
that's fire.
luckily we get right into our games then. So
Yeah. This is what? This is our first time seeing each other since when?
since we filmed that last podcast, probably.
No. Did you go back that night?
No, I went back like a week or two later.
Yeah, but we had to have seen each other some. When did we see each other last? It's been a while.
I don't know
Definitely.
to be. When we went to watch Brendan's game, probably would
Yeah,
have been
at
like the
Albright,
last
yeah.
time.
So that was the 17th, I think.
Yeah, that was like
Yeah,
that
that
was the
was the last
Wednesday
time.
before I went back.
Yep. Yeah, that was definitely the last time then.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't make it over to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, yeah, we wanted you to pull up.
I was I was sick that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would have been about this
Yeah, that's
last time.
crazy. But yeah, that just goes to show like I mean, I haven't seen him since almost a month ago, 3.5 weeks ago. So like trying to do these pods and I'm just keeping it, 100%, and I'm being honest with everyone out there watching. It's hard. Like people out there that like when I say this, they're like, "Oh, dude, it's not that hard. You just have to get in a room, find a room together, film, and then you actually go out and do it and you set everything up." And yo, it's hard. Like I'll be totally honest. Like people it doesn't look like I watched even pods behind the scenes and stuff, and I'm like, dude, they get these guests, they get all this stuff, like it can't be that hard. And then you do it and you're like, oh my god, like this
Hmm.
is actually tough. So it just puts it in perspective, like for everyone out there that's like, oh, they're not gonna do this much longer. Like, dude, we're still here. It's only 2 months into the new year, and honestly, we don't really have that many haters. Honestly, I don't think we've received really any hate yet. Like now that we've done it, have you heard anything?
No, I think.
I've heard constructive criticism,
Yeah,
and I've heard people say what I should and shouldn't do.
yeah,
But I always tell them like, listen, if you're gonna tell me what to do on my pod, why don't you go start? And I actually would support that. I would love to be on someone else's pod.
yeah.
I would love to branch out, and I would love for other people to start doing this. They just don't know how.
Hmm.
So that's what you have to do. You have to figure it out, and that's what I learned.
Yeah,
So,
no. I mean, we definitely got a lot of criticism and everything before we even started it, but I think mostly everyone now has just been more supportive.
yeah,
I don't think I've heard any like really negative things.
I haven't either, to be honest with you.
I mean, obviously we need to expand a little, but like you said, it's getting harder now,
Hmm.
especially with our season coming into full swing. Probably 2 to 3 weeks. Like I won't have any time to film and stuff like that, and then we go all the way through, and I play all the way till probably all the way through August, and then I play. Then we start back up in September. So it's like, obviously I'll have more time in the summer, but like we get off. I think it's like the first or second week of May is our last day of actual classes, and then I'm doing a lot of like traveling and stuff. Like we're going to Florida and Delaware.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to New York, Georgia. Like there's different places that month
Hmm.
that I have to try to fit in everything then
You're
to be
talking.
able to
Is this
work.
the summer you're talking?
That's all of May.
Oh
Like
shoot.
I have to fit in those vacations
That won't be so
in
bad though,
May.
because I go away to Outer Banks the second week of July, so the 7th to the 14th. That's the only vacation I have planned right now,
Yeah.
which is great because usually, well, that's a lie. And then I'm going down beginning of August to Ocean City, Maryland for a couple days.
Mhm.
But that's only a couple days. I'm not going for the whole week this year. I was going to because they do the White Marlin Open down there. We
Yeah.
all go down. But yo, you should come with if you can. Because
Yeah.
I think me and Jack are gonna get an apartment, and we can all just like split it, like for like 2 or 3 days. I'm not staying.
It just depends on when it is because
It's
of
the
like
beginning of
baseball and
August.
everything.
It's like the 4th to the 9th or 5th. It's like 4 or 5 days, but I'm only gonna go. I go down to see some people, and that's about it. I've stayed the past 2 years for the week, and it just gets to be a lot. Like
Mhm.
I kind of just want to go back home after. So yeah, I'm only gonna probably stay a weekend, probably like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come home Monday, something like that.
It's probably.
Yeah,
I mean, every time you guys have went down, I've had to miss it and everything.
yeah. Well, if you're not doing it, I'll find the actual date.
Mhm.
I gotta figure it out with Jack first, and once I do, then I'll let you know because I think we're gonna go down there. It's a good time. I think Brendan will be down there too. He'll probably go down for the week, but yeah, just like everyone's down there, it's a lot of fun. It's like
Yeah.
it's different. It's just like it's like a vacation, but you also get to hang with your boys and stuff. And there's a couple guys we know I don't get to see often. The one kid's name is Justin, and he's from New York. He's a good kid. He's
Mhm.
funny. But yeah, and then all the guys down there that he knows. But yeah, like it's gonna be weird because we're only 20 this year, so it's not gonna be like as fun as next summer will be.
Mhm.
Like when we're 21 and we can actually go out and stuff. But it's gonna be fun. I've had fun the past 2 years. I think 3 years I've been there. Past 3, 21. Trying to think I went in 21. I forget. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll have to get you down there. It's
Yeah, it'll be pretty
a good
fun.
little vacation, bro. Maybe we could film a pod in the
That'd be pretty tough.
apartment or in the not apartment in the hotel. Yeah, that'll be
It'd be pretty
funny.
cool.
Just with like the dude like on the balcony.
Yeah.
Because, bro, you could literally, if you do it right, you can maybe slide the door open and keep the phone inside. I guess it doesn't matter. The mics are the ones with the wind. I'm dumb. I was thinking the phone was contracting the wind, but nah, it's the mics. But yeah, that'd be cool doing one on a balcony or
You
something.
could do different advertising things down
Yeah.
there as well.
Dude, yeah. Also, dude, we should. You know what I want to do? Um, did you see Danielle launch their own clothing brand?
Yeah.
So, listen, Danielle, if you're listening, I want to get one of them hoodies and like show people on here. Like, go cop one of them hoodies. I'll probably just link something down below. Go cop one of her hoodies. I'm not wearing one right now. But I gotta, dude. They're fire. They're tough. They're like oversized hoodies,
Mhm.
so they're tough. But yeah, I was talking to her and I was like, dude, you gotta like send me one. And I want to promote it because it's fire. It's so
Yeah.
tough.
I think I saw the Instagram page for it, but like
Yeah.
I didn't really
Well,
click on
you
it
said
or
something about our
anything.
plant today, and that clicked like in my mind. I
Yeah.
was like, oh shoot, I should talk about that.
Well,
on the
I
pod.
forgot what our we were talking about plants somewhere, and I was like, oh shoot, like we had that whole big plant,
Bro, we
and
gotta
now
go
it's
see that.
like
We gotta
I
go
don't know where
see
it
that.
is.
How do we go see that?
I don't even know if you can. Can you just walk into a high school and
Dude, we gotta get in there somehow and go see that plant. Cause dude, that was like bro, everyone was done that project, and
we
we had the
went all
whole wrong
semester?
plant, and ours took the whole time.
It also
From
got us out of
February to
class and all
yeah,
that
it was
type of
great.
stuff, just to be
Yeah.
able to go visit. What was he, a
I forget her name.
psychiatrist?
Yeah, but I know the one guy's name was Dr. K. I won't say his full name, but Dr. K. And then I don't know. I forget her name. The girl at the desk, bro. I was asking all them. They were saying random names. I was asking like some of my buddies, and they were like, no. And I was like, no, it's not that. Forget her name. She was helping us with college and all that.
Yeah.
Because remember, I would go down there every day trying to get into Albright. I was like, let me call them. Remember that? And I was
Yeah,
like, trying
remember
to get
she
in
got
there.
me the little pennant to Vanderbilt and all them.
Yeah, bro, it was lit.
She got me so much free stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Bro, I actually just found like when I was moving into my truck, I found stickers that she gave me. Like just stickers from
Mhm.
it's crazy. They're like 2 years old just about.
Yeah.
Cuz she gave it to me like right before we graduated. So like I just had stickers in my car from they were like I don't even know, they're just stickers. Like I have no idea like I forget what they said. I think I left them in my car. But yeah, my car is now in South Carolina. So
Why is it in South Carolina? You sell it?
yeah, I traded it in, and then they sold it to an auction in South
Dang.
Carolina. So yeah, did you see my truck?
Mhm.
You like that thing?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I can't believe it, dude. It's still like hitting me that it's mine. It doesn't feel real yet.
I was surprised that you got a truck though.
I was too. Trust me. I was.
I thought you were gonna get like a smaller car like you already had.
Well, I was. So I wanted 4-wheel drive, and it came down to, do I spend 25 grand on something I don't want, or do I spend 30 on something I want?
Mhm.
And I got the payment to where I needed it to be, and it happened. I had my mom co-sign for me, and yeah, now I own a 21 Chevy Colorado Z71.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. It'll be cooler when I just did a level kit on it. So
Uh-huh.
it's like instead of, because like trucks kind of sit higher in the back for trailering or I don't know if that's a word, but for when you trailer stuff.
Yeah.
But I leveled it so it kind of sits the same now. So I put like a 2-inch lift on the front just so it like sits. And I took the wind dam. The wind dam kind of looks dumb, and so I took it off, and now it just kind of looks like I want to call it like a Batmobile, but
Hmm.
I want to get some bigger tires on it and stuff. But I got time. I just got it, so I'm just making what it is now.
I'll
But
have
yeah,
to start looking for a car soon.
dude, I know I'm gonna miss your car's kind of fire.
I like it.
And
I don't know what I don't even know what I would want to get.
bro, all the memories like getting up early and getting in that thing, like I'll never forget it. That like even getting out of my car, bro, I was like, damn, like I had some good like, bro. I thought back to like, cause I got that when I got my license.
Mhm.
That's when you got yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I got that thing before COVID even existed.
Mhm.
I got it in February. It's actually coming up. About to be 4 years. February, the day Pop Smoke died.
Was when
Crazy.
you got it.
Yep, I remember because in class, everyone would. I remember that day because I was listening to Pop Smoke, like, and I was listening to him on the way there, and I was gonna get a Buick. I was gonna get a 2006 Buick at this it was either Ford dealer or some auto. I forget. So I like get in. We take it for a test drive. We go on the highway. I loved it. I couldn't drive yet. I was only 15.
Mhm.
I was about to turn 16. And so my mom's like, I like it. My dad didn't like it. He's like, this thing's too old. Buicks aren't American. They're harder to get. And that's true. Like, the parts are harder to get, and it would have been a mess. It was only 3,500 at the time. So this is before COVID and inflation.
Mhm.
So right now that car's probably worth like 6.5 grand, something like that. I have no idea. Probably somewhere around that. Let's just say 4 years. So let's just say a 2010 Buick. I forget what type of what body style it was, but it's probably worth around like 6 grand, some grand now. Like
Dang.
something that was, and my car I bought with 130,000 miles on it was 7,500.
Mhm.
If you put that same car, 2015, same amount of maybe even less miles, nowadays probably like 10 grand.
Wow.
It's crazy. So we went. We had one more stop. My dad was like, let's just look at this Subaru dealership. So we walk into the Subaru dealership and we see that my car, the 2015 Ford. And me, I didn't really want a Ford. Like, I was like, I heard bad things about Ford. Like, I don't want a Ford. And I told him straight up, I'm like, I want the Buick. And he was like, all right, let's just drive it. So we drove it. I thought it was okay. I was adamant on this Buick. I don't know why. Because my grandparents drove a Buick, and I liked how theirs drove. Like, I would sit in it, and I think that's why I wanted one. But so I'm at work. The next day, it was a Saturday. I was still working retail, and I remember getting the text, and my dad was like, "We're picking up your Ford Fusion," and I was like, "Why?" Because I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get it," and I'm so glad they did, because so I would like every birthday I would just put money aside, and that's all the money I had 7,500 flat, and that's how much we got it down to, and we took it right off the lot for 7,500. So, yeah, so my mom drove it home, and after I got home from work, I saw it, and I like kind of fell in love with it. So like, I don't know, just all the memories I have in that thing, like when my permit, when COVID hit and I couldn't get my permit and stuff, I was like driving it for the last time. I was like, damn, I'm gonna miss this car, but I love my truck.
Yeah.
It sucks, but like I look at it now, and I'm like, you know what? I had my time, and everything comes to an end, so I just let it go. But it was fun. It was a good car. Never gave me any problems.
Mhm.
I never had a single problem with that thing. I drove it for 34,000, 33,000 miles.
Wow.
I drove for 4 years. Never
Yeah.
had a problem with it. So
No, I'm glad.
gotta be thankful.
I mean, my car was more of just my dad bought it brand new at the time. Like, he bought it a couple years prior, and then obviously I got my permit in like 2020, so he figured he'd just give me that, and then he got a brand new truck and everything. So, I mean, I liked my car. It's pretty
Yeah.
nice. I mean, it's still going. I mean, it only has 177 or something like that,
Yeah, it
because
ain't
I just got
bad.
an oil change today. It's somewhere around there. But, like, it runs good so far.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, I'm able to I have a lot of space in it. It's not like too big, but it's
Yeah,
also not too small. So
yeah, I'll miss that thing when it goes.
yeah,
It was because like all the morning, just like the smell in there. I just smell it. Like, every time I get in, I'm like, damn, 4 a.m. lifts and stuff.
mhm,
I don't know why, but it was the same way when Jack got rid of his. He had a Ford Escape, I believe, like a kind of like an SUV, like you
mhm,
did. Bro, we had this one trip down to Ocean City, Maryland, actually in it, and bro, every time I think about it, I think about that trip. And then he hit a deer and got rid of it for this Acura that he drives now. So, but yeah, so that's just how it is. Like, I don't know why it's like sentimental to me, but I don't know why it is because I got a brand new, like basically brand new truck.
yeah,
It's got like 28,000 miles on it,
mhm.
which that should last me 10, 15 years.
Should
I'm
last you a
hoping.
while.
Yeah, because I only drive around 8,000, 10,000 miles a year. I'm not a huge driver. Like, I don't drive everywhere. I'm
Yeah,
not driving all these crazy places.
I hate driving. I think the only crazy place I ever drove was New York, and that's just
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
that was like a one time driving. But I mean, if I have to drive again, I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against it.
I mean, Ocean City, Maryland's probably the craziest place I drove, and that's not even a horrible ride.
Yeah, no, it's fairly simple. It's
Yeah,
just
straight shot.
yeah, New York. I mean, it's straight, but it's like so busy and
Dude,
all of that.
my truck would not get very many miles per gallon in there,
No,
in that city, bro.
I
I
don't
would
even
be,
think I got. I think I went up trying to think. I think I think I was able to go all the way there and all the way back without even having to fill up.
That's not too bad then.
That's what I think, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. I don't remember ever filling my tank up at all there, and don't think I even had to fill up when I got back here. I mean, it doesn't get very good gas mileage, but it's not terrible.
Yeah.
So
No, that ain't bad at all. But nah, man. But what's anything with love life? Anything going on there or no? Nothing.
I keep it too private.
Yeah. There's nothing you can
I
say,
don't like
bro.
I don't like putting it out there.
Well, there's nothing you can say.
Nah,
No.
I
Wow.
like to keep it very low key. I think that's that's the main thing I'll never like talk about out
Yeah.
loud. I just like I don't know. I like
Yeah.
my life staying private enough where I don't need to put it
Nah,
all
that's
out
good.
there.
Yeah. Nah,
What
that's
about
good.
your love life?
I don't know, man. It's been weird this past month especially cuz I mean, I've gone out
Mhm.
with this I don't know. I'm not going to say too much either,
Yeah.
but I've gone out and it's weird cuz I was just talking to actually Zoe who we had on the pod. I was just talking to her about this other night when I was having that fire, when I told you to pull
Yeah.
up. I called her just to see what she was up to. And I told her, I'm like, yeah, I went out and like I had fun, but like there was something just like stopping me. And
Mhm.
she was telling me that I was putting too much pressure on myself, but I think I'm doing the opposite. I think I'm not like putting enough pressure on myself to where I'm like, okay, I need to. Cause me, I go and then I kind of like I have fun, and we both have fun, and we'll talk after, and we'll have a ton of fun.
Mhm.
And then like I just don't capitalize. Like I don't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
not like that, not like sexually or anything, but like I just don't like capitalize off the situation. I don't say, "Hey, let's do this another time. Hey, let's do this time." And I just kind of like leave it at where it's at. And that's always been my problem. But the thing is, it's cuz I don't want to say scared, but I'm not like willing to give myself up yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yeah.
not willing to, cuz I know how it's going to be. Next year, you turn 21 this year, but next year I turn 21. And I know if I get into a relationship now, I'm not going to be able to go, I'm not going to be able to go to these I don't want to say bars cuz I just won't be able to go out with y'all
Yeah.
cuz I know how it'll be. I won't even feel like going out cuz I like meeting new people. And when I'm like restricted, and I see that's what also I don't want to hurt whoever that is cuz that's what I want to do. I want to go out. I want to meet even for like new friends. Like I just want to meet people, and so I feel like if I might talk to the wrong girl or talk to the wrong person, the person I'm dating might get kind of weirded out by that.
Uh-huh.
So it's just like I think too far in the future sometimes, but that's just how I am. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to date nobody yet because it's like it's so hard. I don't know how to put it in someone else's mind.
No, I definitely understand what you're saying. I mean, for me, it's more of like I'm similar. Like I don't want to date, but like if
Hmm.
something happens, it happens.
Yeah, no.
I'll like hang out with someone, and then like I think my biggest thing is like I'll have fun, but like I just don't have enough interest in a relationship right now
Bro, that's how I
to just
am.
do it. And then like it's like I'll hang out with them a couple other times, and then it's like after like a week or 2 weeks, I'm just like, all right, I'm done with this. Like it's not
Hmm.
fun anymore. I mean, it's not that they're not good people or anything. It's just more of like I get bored easily, so like it always ends up in the same thing. I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
that was fun, but it's not really worth any more of my time. And I mean, I just like being by myself and like playing baseball and doing my
Yeah.
schoolwork, hanging out with my friends and everything. That I don't have to worry about that aspect yet. Now I'm also like still on the fence of even getting into a relationship ever because I don't necessarily in my eyes I don't necessarily need one. I don't
No,
think
yeah.
I need one to survive.
Hmm.
I think I can do perfectly fine by myself. Plus, it gives you more time to work. But like then it's also you think like okay that's like one thing that you're gonna miss out on life if you don't do.
Yeah,
Like you'll
exactly.
never have a family, you'll never be able to do that. But
Hmm.
there's pros and cons to both of it because
Yep.
like you said I get exactly that you want to go out and like hang out with different people, just like make
Hmm.
friends and everything.
Exactly.
And I mean depending on what kind of like girlfriend you have, it's like, can you do that or not? Do they trust them? And it's just, it
Mhm.
all just comes down to who you end up picking and everything like that.
Yeah. Me, I mean, I'm not like super. I'm not like like if I were to be in a relationship, I wouldn't really be super like I wouldn't be protective, like
Mm-hmm.
super overly protective. Like if she wanted to go out and have like a girls' night or something, there's some guys that get weird about that. I don't really care. I mean, if you're gonna go out there and cheat on me, like it
Do
was
it.
destined to happen.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of trust when I even like with talking. I mean, obviously the guy best friend's a little strange. Like I would never say I'm okay with that. But like if they were like if some guy like was talking to them and not like that, but like just like said something to him, like I wouldn't get all weird. Like some guys get all weird and insecure. Like you just have to be yourself sometimes and
Mm-hmm.
understand like not every guy she talks to she's gonna like cheat on you with.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of guys are like that, and I know I know it'll probably be different when I actually do get into a relationship. I actually do like and I am in love with someone, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm a super calm and easygoing guy. Just don't double cross me, and
Yeah. I
everything
mean,
will be
I found
fine.
I can't even like tell a girl they can't have like a guy best friend because like I
Mhm.
have girl best friends,
Yeah.
and it's like I can't even like that's
Yeah, I
one
talk to
aspect I
girls that
can't
are.
say
I have
anything.
friends. Like I have girlfriend, like
Yeah.
girls that are friends. Like I don't. I have like 5 or 6 of them that I
Yeah.
actually talk to, and I have no intent to do crazy stuff with,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's just it's hard because they don't understand that. Like some girls are like, oh my god, you're hanging out, and I would never like do that. I would never hang out with them alone if I was like in a relationship. I would never like if we're all in a group and they're there, there's nothing you could do,
I
right?
still I still think like you should be able to hang out with your friends.
I agree with you. I
Like I
agree
mean,
with you.
obviously I'm not saying like oh it's just you and your friend like in a room by
Yeah.
yourselves or
Mhm.
anything. Like you can go out in public together, like all of that.
Mhm.
But then there's also like I don't think it's a bad idea if you hang out with your friends alone.
Yeah.
Like if I have a girl best friend and I have a girlfriend, like I think I should still be able to hang out with my girl best friend as long as my girlfriend would trust me. So
Yeah.
there's two sides to everything. Again, I can't say anything about girls having guy best friends because I have girl best
Yeah.
friends. So it's like
It's hard. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the one to say, oh, you can't do that, but then I have the same thing.
Yep.
It's just more about understanding
Hypocritical.
each other and then also just having that confidence. Like if you're
Mhm.
in a relationship, obviously you just have to know like you're dating them.
Yeah,
You would
you
trust
won them
them.
over. You
Like
won them over for a
yeah.
reason.
Like
That's
if
what.
you can't trust who you're dating, there's no point of having a relationship. Now obviously there's people that will still break that trust.
Yep.
Okay, you learn that lesson, you move on with your life.
Mhm.
I think that's a lesson that people need to learn, not to trust everyone.
Yeah.
But like some people will go through life never having to learn that lesson, and I think it's all right. But then there's also a lot of people that go through life having to learn that lesson. So it's not like entirely bad either way. I think there's so many lessons you can learn from having relationships early on and everything that'll build you up as you get older and everything. But I also think if you don't find that one person, or in the moment you don't find the person you think it's going to be with, don't waste your time. Like
Yeah.
you're wasting time, money, effort, all of that just to what? Have it end anyway?
Bro, and that's how I've been recently. Like, cause I don't know how to like put this without saying. Yeah, the first time I ever was like actually like okay, I was serious about something. I wasted so much time, money, everything, and so then now, ever since then, it's like 4 or 5 years ago. Ever since then, I've been so picky. Like if
Mhm.
I see something I don't, all right, you're gone. If I see something I really like and then I kind of see your other side and I don't like it, all right, you're gone. Like it has to be, and that's how I am. I don't want to say a perfectionist when it comes to women, but I like want them to be like everything that it's weird, but it sounds crazy, but I want them to be like everything that I want. And that's not a bad thing. Everyone's going to take that and probably run with it as a bad thing. But like when you're trying to find someone, you don't want someone that like you can't have like moments with, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you can't bond with them cuz they're so different. Like bro, I'm a nerd. All I do is watch basketball. Like if she hates basketball, how am I going to live? That's all I do. I watch basketball, I watch sports, I watch wrestling, I watch UFC. Like I watch all this stuff, and if she don't like any of that, it's so hard to like. She doesn't have to be into it. She doesn't have to be like, oh, I know this person. All she has to do is just watch it with me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because that's who I am. I'm a huge basketball is the biggest one though. Because I'm huge. Like I watch every Thunder game. I have to. You know, that's just who I am. And I've been like that since I started watching basketball. Any other sport, I don't really care. But like, if they were to say they hate basketball, you're gone.
Yeah.
Like I can't do that. I can't put up just to have that relationship. I cannot put up with something I don't like.
That's
You
why
know,
I made
and I know everyone's not perfect. I know
yeah.
that I'm not perfect at all, and I'm nowhere near what women like a lot of women want because I'm crazy. Like I'm kind of nuts, and I'm anxious, and a lot of people, a lot of women aren't into that. But I don't know. I'm just different when it comes to all that
Yeah.
stuff. I'm really picky, but it's not a bad thing. It's not.
No, I think you have to be picky in order to find something you're really interested in. Uh, I think as a joke, I made it was a application. I was bored the one day during winter break, and I was like, oh, I'll just make this as a joke, and it's just more of like a better understanding of who you're actually talking to, and like I thought it was hilarious. So like I was sending it out and people were filling it out, so it's just like to get to know people more. But like there's a lot of different things I look for, and I can say like I think I have more like standards than like the average person,
Yeah.
and
Same.
it's not like being cocky or anything. It's just like what I would rather look for,
Yep.
and I'd rather settle down, like because I'm at the point where like I already said, I don't need a relationship. If I find it, like they're they have to check off the
Yep.
majority of the boxes. I'm not just gonna settle for the less and like not everything, but I think getting into like a relationship for me is more of like I go into hanging out with people and I specifically say within like the first like if we're on Snapchat or like in person like this one specific thing I say like right at the beginning is like I'm not looking for feelings. I'm looking to hang out,
Yep.
do whatever like and whatever it leads to, okay? But like one thing I'm not going to come into is looking for feelings. You're not going to control me and say who I can't hang out with, that type of thing. So yeah, I would say I'm not necessarily looking for a relationship, but at the end of the day it can happen. But yeah, I'm still going to hang out with girls like
Yeah. I know what you
until
mean.
until I'm in a relationship. I don't think I'm going to say like, "Oh, I'm just strictly this one girl."
Yeah. No,
Unless
that's true.
it's like okay, there's a difference between being single and like exclusive. Like if you're actually pursuing a girl, then truly think like you shouldn't hang out with other girls. But like for me, like if I'm still single, like they can have feelings,
Mhm.
I can have some feelings, but like if we're not exclusive, like I'm still gonna
Mhm.
test like free agency and everything.
Yeah.
Like
I know what you
it's
mean.
just the
Yeah.
best way to put it.
Yeah. No, and you know what? That's the one cool thing. Like every girl that I have hung out with has never been like that. They've never put a title on it. Like they'll never be like, all right, like you can't hang out with this blank blank blank. Like they've always been cool if I move on and
Mhm.
still talk to them, and they see like that. That's one thing I've been lucky with, and I never had like anything crazy happen.
Yeah, I haven't been as lucky. It seems like I'll hang out with like a girl for like 2 weeks and they're already talking about a relationship when even I already specifically said like I'm not looking for that.
Mhm.
And I don't like I think even if like I met a girl that was like checking every single box off like right now, I don't know if like I'd be too rushing to
Yeah,
get into something.
it's hard. I
It's not
mean,
it's just like I'm at the point where like I want to be able to do what I want. I don't
mhm.
want to be held down right now.
Yeah.
Like there's opportunities that come, but there's always going to be an opportunity at some point in your life. So like you take it now, like yeah, you can be tied down for the next 4 years, and then it not work out in the end, and then it's just like oh well, I just wasted 4 of my years that I could have been hanging out. Because once you get older, you can't really do much.
Yep.
Like you can't
Exactly.
go out and meet as many people as you can now.
Mhm.
Like I think it's the prime time of meeting people and
Exactly.
just like hanging out and doing everything. Whereas in the next couple years, you get in a relationship, okay, that you used your youth to learn, do everything, explore and everything, and now you're ready to settle down.
Yeah. They also have to be like cool with me doing these pods and stuff because we're gonna have female guests on, and we're
Yeah,
gonna like that's another thing. Like this pod, like, and they have to be cool. They have to like want me to do this pod. Like if they shun my pod and make me feel horrible, like nobody, and I don't expect any girl to do that. But if they were to do that, it's just like hard. Like
Mhm.
okay, like you're shunning like what I want to do. It's hard when you don't want me to want to do my like what I want to actually do. So it's hard. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm 19. I got a while, and I'm not rushing into anything. And I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something smart, but I completely forget what I was gonna say. But yeah, I don't want anything right now. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. And I don't plan on having like a lot of girls want kids. I don't know
Mhm.
why, and I don't want any. Like I've come to a point where I'm like so serious about that. Like I do not want any kids, and I know I don't. I don't
Yeah.
mind getting married. I don't mind any of that. I don't want kids because it will. It sounds selfish, but I know everything I want to do in life, and it will only get in the way of what I want to do in life. And it sucks because I think I'd be a decent father. I think it'd be fun, and I would love to have like little kids running around playing sports and stuff. But there's always that chance that they don't want to play sports or they don't want to do what you want to do, and that's
Mhm.
you have to accept that because they're their own person. And so that's why I don't want like I can't force them to do anything. I can't force them to play sports. So it's it's out of the question for me. I don't want kids.
I'm stuck on both sides because
Hmm.
I mean I would like to have kids, but I also at the same point like if I meet a girl that doesn't want it, like I'm not gonna
Yeah,
beg
force it.
for it. Like
Hmm.
I don't I don't know. I wouldn't mind having multiple kids.
Yeah.
I don't see the problem with that. I think it'd be pretty fun. Um, I mean, obviously you run the risk of they don't like the same things as you, so you don't
Yep.
have a strong connection. But like I think it's something I would definitely consider and definitely want in the future. But like I said, like if I find someone that doesn't, like I'm not gonna
Yep.
be like, oh, that's like a must. Like,
Yeah. I mean, maybe who knows? I'm really set. I'm like I do not want any, but maybe something happens one day in the future and I become a dad. Um, I'm not, not anytime soon. Hopefully, I never. Right now, I never want to become a dad. I don't know. A lot of people are gonna give me a lot of crap for that, but I just don't. I don't want kids. Like it's hard because I'm not. I don't feel like I would be a great parent right now because I'm super like kind of. I don't want to say selfish, but I'm kind of like to myself, and I don't want to like bring another kid down that road. Like I would want my kid to do what he wants, and it would be hard because I would want him to play basketball.
mm-hmm,
I'm short. I would never like the kid's gonna be 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", depending on who it's with, and if the girl's like my height, probably like 5'6", 5'7", and he's gonna be just like me. He's gonna be short, not tall enough to do any. I mean, maybe even baseball would be fun, but like it runs the risk that he doesn't want to play sports, and like you gotta love him. And I would probably still love him because he's my kid, but it would be so hard for me to see him just not play. Like I don't know, because I didn't play as much as I should have, and I want someone to be better than me, but it's tough. That's why I don't really want him, because it's such a hard like I don't know. I look at it. Maybe one day I will. It'd be cool, kind of seeing everyone grow up and all my friends have kids and stuff, and every all them hang out and stuff like that. But right now, I mean, obviously, I'm 19. I definitely don't want any now, and don't want any in the near future. So,
yeah, I wanna definitely get more financially stable
mhm.
before even thinking about that type of thing. And that's why pushing off for like a relationship is so easy because I'd rather be able to support a family than rush into something and be like, oh, well, I don't have any money to do this. That's
Yeah,
why building up my bank account now and everything and beyond college and everything is just so much more of a like a better plan.
hmm,
And it's just a smarter plan that you're building it up. But at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason.
yeah,
If an opportunity comes, I'm not going to decline it, but I'm also not going to be hopping on the
rushing
board
into
of the
that.
first opportunity ever.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a tough like thing to look at and talk about, but you know, I don't know. If one day it presents itself, maybe, but right now it's hard. Like I don't even want to think about it.
Mhm.
It's so hard to even think about. Like I don't even know what I would do because I have a niece now and another niece or nephew on the way, and just seeing them grow up, I'm like, dude, I don't even know how they do this. Like I have no idea. because I would never with a full time job, and I just would never be able to do it. I don't have patience. I'm a very impatient dude, and
I think it'd be pretty fun.
no, it definitely would. And see, like when if I would have one, that seems like everything I'm saying is terrible. I would definitely put my life on the line for the
Well,
kid.
yeah.
But like just thinking about having to do all that is like, oh
I think it's just so bad to do it so early on in life. Like, I
yeah,
think 25 and beyond would be
yeah,
something, or like depending on what career I get into after college, like even 30 wouldn't be bad, or something like that. Like, it just, it's so difficult to be able to start so early in life and be like, okay, I want to have a family
yeah,
with this person and have this many kids and live here and all that. Like, you're making so many decisions so early on in life when you haven't been able to do as much because you're in school most of the time. Then you get out of school, you have so many different paths to go down. So it's just hard to be able to be set on one plan and be set on one person and everything,
yeah,
and just like live your life at the beginning. Like, your early 20s is when you should be living life
bro,
to the
exactly.
fullest, and then you settle down. So most likely maybe your mind will change after a while, but I don't know, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone has different opinions on every topic, so
Mm-hmm.
never going to live this nobody's ever going to live the same life as someone else.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited for the future and stuff. It'll be fun.
mhm.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have like my own place and stuff in a couple years, and like have my own. I would dedicate just a room to have like for the pod and stuff. Like it would be so much fun just to have my own place, and I'm hoping that is in the next couple, maybe next 4 or 5 years, whenever you get out of college or something, probably around
Yeah.
that time, and
Well,
just
I'll get
like
out in like 2 years.
I know it's crazy.
2.5 is crazy. I mean, it's only 4 years. If you think about it, like, yeah, like
Yeah.
getting out of high school, it's like, oh, I have 4 more years.
Mhm.
I'm almost done with my second year, and it's like, wow, everything's going by decently fast.
Yeah, you're like halfway done already. It's
There's been
crazy.
so many times I've been like, okay, like, I think I'm done with school.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously, the only thing keeping me there is baseball, but like, there's some days I'm like, okay, is it really worth even going to school just to play baseball?
Uh huh.
But I mean, you only get one chance at it, so
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're already 2 years in, bro. I'll just keep going, bounce it out.
yeah.
You're good. You're a good student and stuff, so you're better than I was. So I would just keep going and then get into any field you want. Kind of, you'll have that degree and it'll look
So
good. And
college is so, like, I mean, every teacher had said, okay, college is hard.
mhm.
The work really isn't that hard. It's the being able to balance,
Yep.
especially for like student athletes. Like, I thought about this so many times, and I'm like, okay, if I was like a normal student who didn't play sports or anything, I feel like I could live life and love college so much more.
Yep.
But the fact that you have to balance pretty much two lives between school and sports take over a lot of my free time. I think like there's days where I'm gone from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, I never get back to my room, and that's what I found is happening this year especially. Is I leave most of the time by 8 a.m. or even earlier, like 7:40, everything like that. I maybe get back to my room once, and that's maybe like 10 minutes
Mhm.
throughout the whole day before I have to go to practice and all of that. So it's just trying to be able to balance that and still have energy to perform in baseball, and like,
Yeah.
we lift, we do everything. I like it because it distracts me, so I'm not just sitting there all the time, so I feel like I'm
Yeah.
getting everything out of each day. But
Mhm.
like sometimes it's like so draining, and it's just like, okay, think I'm done.
Yeah. It's tough. It's a tough balance, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's something that you like sports wise, and keeps you busy. And sucks because you barely get any free time. But
Mhm.
honestly, I feel like if you were to like, let's just say hypothetically you quit, I think after like two weeks, you'd be like, dang, I really wish I wouldn't have quit, because
Oh
like
yeah.
you'd been like, oh shoot, that was actually fun. So I try to look everything positively. Like you're there playing. Not everyone gets a chance to go out there and play the sport they want to play. and like you're there playing and you're having fun for what it is, and it sucks because you're missing a lot of the days, but you're also making the most out of every day, like you said,
Yeah.
and you're just getting out there lifting, doing all the I mean, it sucks because you have no free time, but
Mhm.
sometimes it's better to not have free time in life because sometimes free time you just waste that time on just scroll. Like even me, I still do it to this day. I waste time on social media scrolling. I don't think social media is bad. I think social media is actually amazing because we can do stuff like this. A lot
Mhm.
of people put down social media. I don't think it. I think
It depends on how you use it.
yeah, if you use it too much, you're on it all day. Okay, it's bad. But like if people, I mean, people are making money off this stuff, and it's just like it's so hard to like put away because I love doing this. You know, I say it all the time. I couldn't do this without social media,
Mhm.
so it's tough for me to hate on social media because it like fuels the fire that I want to do this pod, and
Yeah.
so I don't know. It's just a lot of people give social media a bad rep, but I think it's one of the best things that ever happened to us.
I think there's definitely positives and negatives.
Yeah, like you definitely see stuff you wouldn't see,
Yeah.
like some negative stuff.
Like you definitely learn a lot with social media. I find that like recently I've been definitely a lot I've spent a lot less time on social media and like on
Same.
my
These
phone.
past 2 weeks I have.
Like I keep my phone on do not disturb just so like I don't see notifications and stuff like
Mhm.
that. I slowly stopped talking to a lot of people just because I'm like, okay, it doesn't really benefit me from doing this, especially
Mhm.
Snapchat. It doesn't benefit me from snapping certain people, so why continue to do it?
Yeah.
So I stopped snapping a lot of people. I mean, TikTok is the main thing that I go on, but
Yeah.
I'm also learning on TikTok. Like TikTok and YouTube are the main two things I'll use
Mhm.
every day where I'm learning because I'm able to watch different baseball things. I'm able to watch stuff for my everyday life that
Yeah.
can help me improve. So it's not a big waste of time, but like I don't know. I mean, Instagram still is the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I can learn on there. So it's not necessarily all bad, but it's like the amount of time spending on there.
You
Like
have to limit
you
yourself.
can learn, you can spend that little time learning on social media, but then you have to apply it to actual life and actually go do something. And I think that's sometimes where people get mixed up is they're doing a lot of this learning and watching and enjoying, but they never go actually apply it to their lives and they never actually get away from their phone.
Yeah,
And that's
it's
when life isn't as
you'll see people like that.
successful.
Yeah, you're right about that. But I like that you said the whole YouTube like learning thing because it's true. Like if we didn't have Safari, if we didn't have these things you could look up, people wouldn't know the answers to half the
Hmm.
things. You know, I go out there, I look up can a can this type screw fit into this type groove? They have an answer right away for me. I don't got to look through a million different magazines, books. Like that's what
Hmm.
I love about the internet and social media and just everything. Like everyone gives it a bad rep, but it literally saves us so much time. And it might
Yeah.
cost us time from just scrolling, endlessly scrolling and all that, but it built this pod. It built something that I love and it also helps like it helps, it helps you in your everyday life.
Yeah.
There's not a day where I don't learn something. Like even you can learn something about basketball, learn something about the screw and the groove, like I was saying. Just I don't know. I think social media is the best thing that ever happened to this generation, the internet itself.
Hmm.
And it's crazy. People are gonna probably take that the wrong way, but it's true. You like if we had merch, where would that go? The internet. If we had, if we wanted to sell, I don't know, if we wanted to sell different, whatever. If we want to sell products, we'd put it on the internet.
Hmm.
Like we wouldn't just go out there, hey, take this, or we have a lemonade stand type thing. We would be on the internet and you promote your business, and that's how it works. That's how today's world is. Everyone sees stuff on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat now, on TikTok, and that's just how it works today. And you have to work around that. And I love it. I think it's cool. But some people think it's dumb. What are you gonna do? Can't
Yeah.
please everybody.
I
You
think
know,
I'd rather live in the time period with no social media.
it's
Like
hard.
it does save a lot of time. It is very efficient and it helps a lot, but I just think living in a time period without it, yeah, like now at this point in my life, I don't think I could live without it just cuz we've been raised
Dude,
the
it would
last
be crazy
19,
though.
20 years.
You wouldn't know what anyone's doing.
No.
Crazy.
But I think it also the time periods that like back when people didn't have social media, I think life was a lot better there was a lot less like just everything. I just think overall life was better
Yeah.
when people didn't have phones, they didn't have social media, everything like that.
Yeah.
I guess like they can have phones, but like I'm saying like iPhones, all that.
Yeah.
Like when
Just like
you couldn't search everything up, I think life was better because you
yeah.
actually had to go and talk to people in person, like face to face.
Yeah.
People learn social skills, everything. Now it's like people just text each other and you don't really talk in person. People are awkward and they're afraid to do this stuff. They're afraid to get out of their comfort zone because they only know being behind a screen. Now it's different generations. Like obviously like my parents, they use phones, but like
Yeah.
they aren't as addicted as like we are
Yeah. They
because they
don't go
didn't
on.
grow up with it. They grew up without them.
Mm-hmm.
So they know how to live with both, and I think living without it is I think would be the better like option to
Yeah.
take.
I know what you mean, and I see like everything you come from, and honestly, if it never like got introduced, I would probably feel the same way. Like if we never knew what it was,
Mhm.
I'd feel the same exact way. I'd be like, oh, I don't know what that is. I don't want to. But I don't know. I've always loved like Snapchat. I've always loved like all this stuff, and maybe maybe it has some negative impact, and maybe it has some positive impact. But fact is, it's here, and
Mhm.
that's how the world works today, and that's just how you have to work around it. Like I said, but yeah, but for this, I don't what was I thinking about earlier? I was thinking about I want this about this pod. I want the pod to be like I want the pod to be big. Obviously, I want to reach millions, the hundreds, thousands, whatever. And I liked how we were growing this past week. We're almost at 100 subscribers, yo.
Yeah, I
Almost,
did see that.
almost. We're almost there. So,
It's a
dude,
big milestone considering
we gotta
we
do a
were at
giveaway.
0 at
I'm
one
telling you, we gotta
point.
do a 100 subscriber giveaway.
Yeah.
I feel like if we did that, people would love us. $50 card to I don't know, first person we pick out of a hat out of our 100
Yeah.
subscribers, or like if we go on our Instagram, put like enter this contest, comment like 3 times, dude, we would go crazy.
Cuz we have we have a couple hundred on TikTok.
Yeah, we should do that.
We have a good following on TikTok.
We should do that on Instagram. We should be like comment or tag 3 people, post this on your story to win like a $50 gift card to like Dick's or something, or like anywhere you're choosing.
Mhm.
That'd be so fun. We should do that.
Yeah.
100 subscribers. We're gonna think of something for y'all. We're gonna do that. But so I used to have this channel with you remember Zach?
Mhm.
So I used to have this channel with my buddy Zach when we were young, and I was thinking about this in the car the other day, and it's so weird. So I had this kind of industry, like this YouTube industry. You see like Mr. Beast and all that, like giving out the money, giving out. So I had this like industry figured out before it was actually like a thing. So we like the clickbait and all that, like this and that, like so we were young. We were like 6th, 7th grade. We are young. And we started the channel when I was in 5th grade, I think. And we kind of did stupid videos. We would do like, I don't know, McDonald's in real life or stupid stuff like that. We'd do like little like vlog series. And then we started when we got into middle school, me and Zach, we would get off earlier. So he would get off the bus. He'd come down to my house. We'd film random videos. Fidget spin like when fidget spinners were big.
Yeah.
All about it. We're about fidget spinner, kid lands, backflip, fidget spinner, still spinning, almost dies. Like we were so good at it. And he was so good at editing the thumbnails. And I don't know, it just brings me back to that and just knowing like all those videos are private now just because some of them are really cringe. Some of them are really bad. But I look back at that and I'm like, we were like so smart. We were so ahead of our time, like with that. And I wish we would have kept going
Mhm.
because we had almost 500 subs on that channel. Now it's like down to like 2 something because like a whole bunch of people unfollowed because it hasn't been posted on like 5 years. But we were so close to like, I don't know. We just grew up and like we weren't doing that type of stuff anymore. Like we were doing like no, that's what it was. I wanted to start doing gaming, so I made a whole nother channel called like forget something gaming, and then so we did a couple streams on that, and then I kind of stopped. But it's smart because we had another channel. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's what I want to do with this. I want to have like OTP vlogs or OTP basketball or OTP lift, OTP gym, like OTP I don't know. I want to do a whole bunch of stuff with this, but I don't know. We're 6 months in, half a year in. I think this will be our 12th, 11th, 10th episode, something like that.
Yeah.
And we have so much to come out with. Like, I'm so excited. I just think about all that stuff that I did, and I bring it back here, and I'm like, dude, now that I'm older and I know so much more, like, we're gonna be big one day, and I'm so excited for that day. And everyone out there, I'm telling you, 100 subscribers, we're gonna do something cool. I want to I want to do merch so bad. Merch would be so fire, but maybe 1,000 subs. If we get 1,000 subs, we'll do merch.
It's a good goal.
I want to do merch. Couple, maybe next year. Maybe next year we'll do merch. Got a lot to think about and go about. And this summer we're definitely gonna do a lot more conversating on what we want to do, and definitely bring this to a different level. And that is my goal. I definitely want to summer. I want to start doing once a week again, like we were. Right now, I couldn't tell you when the next episode's coming out. This one will come out on the 9th. You guys are listening to this whenever. I don't know when you guys are listening to this, but maybe it'll be in March. Next episode, maybe it'll be the end of February. I have no idea, but I'm excited. So,
Yeah.
do you have any last words?
Not that I can think of, no.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm excited. I really am. I look back at all the thumbnails and everything I made, and I was just thinking about it the other day, and it sucked how I ended it. Like, I ended that channel. I was like, oh, I'm getting older. I want to do my own thing. And my own thing didn't work out. I was trying to do, like, streams and stuff. And I've always had, like, this thing for the internet, and I want to be on the internet. And I just hope we can take you guys along. So, probably have a guest next time. We just kind of did. We haven't done this since what? Probably September, October. Just me and you.
Yeah, it was early on.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll probably have a guest next time. I don't know who it's going to be. Definitely, I'm going to try and pull some stuff together, especially in the summer. We're going to definitely pull some crazy stuff together. Going to get a fourth mic probably, head down the beach, when I'm just going to have a whole bunch of people that maybe you know, maybe you don't on. And I've been talking with I've been talking to a model on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know where she's from yet, but I've been talking to her about being on our pod. So if that happens, it's gonna be crazy, cause it'll just be nuts. So I've been talking to this model, and we'll see what happens. And I'm excited. But so thank you guys for listening. Can't wait to see where I take this and we go with this. I don't know. I'm so excited. I get excited every time. I was kind of down the past couple of weeks because of, we can't film. And I was like, damn, like I want to film so bad and put something out. But you guys have to bear with us. We're trying our best. It's harder than you think to run a pod, like than when you're moving all the time. And like if you don't have a job, you don't have this, and you see these people online, they don't really have like a full-time job. They just kind of do this as their full-time job. I love doing this, and it's hard, but I can't make a living off of it yet, so it's tough, like balancing two things, as we were talking about earlier. But thank you guys for tuning in to, I don't know what episode number this is, but thank you guys for tuning in to the newest episode. If you haven't watched our last one with Luke, go watch that. The one before that's with Riley, I believe, or Emily. Mm-hmm. Go watch them. Go watch all of our old episodes in the meantime, and I'll leave you guys off with that. So take care.